We're going on a solo adventure. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to whatever my channel is becoming. Today I have a day off and I just dropped my daughter off at dance camp, so I have till 1 o'clock to just do whatever I want, because I have an appointment for my nails and I have an appointment for my lashes after that. So from 1 o'clock I will be busy till 7 maybe in the evening, but till 1 o'clock the world is my oyster. I can do whatever I want today. I have free will, so I'm doing just that. I just dropped my daughter off and the first thing I looked up is bookstores, because as you may have seen, I put on a vlog on my channel with my sister. We went on a little adventure to the city center of Antwerp, where there is the Purple Petal bookstore, which if you haven't seen that video yet, you can just visit my channel and view it there. It's called Book Hunting with My Sister, and it's actually a fantasy bookstore who specializes in English fantasy books. So it were only English fantasy books, it was so much fun. We were chaotic, we had a blast, we had some difficulties. We got lost. We got lost, but we found it. We did good. We stick to our budget. But today I just want to do kind of a solo adventure, because it is very in the heat of the moment. So I don't actually know how much I will be able to film as well. That's why I'm filming in my car right now. I don't have my microphones with me or anything. But I actually just dropped my daughter off and I looked up if there are bookstores like the Purple Petal bookstore in Mechelen as well, because at the moment I'm in Mechelen. That's where my daughter goes to ballet. So I just looked it up and I didn't find a specialized fantasy bookstore, but I did find a bookstore, and it looked like it was a pretty big bookstore, pretty cozy. I haven't been there, but it looked nice on the pictures. So there is a possibility I will be catfished today, but I'm fine with it. I'm fine with being catfished by a bookstore. I don't mind. So we're going to the bookstore there, but minor difficulty. It only opens in 1 hour, so it only opens at 10. It is at the moment almost 9. It's not 9 yet. I will arrive there at 9. So what I am hoping, and I'm just going with the flow here, I don't know what I'm doing. I am not from Mechelen. I've been here only for the ballet shows of my daughter. So I'm not really familiar with the city, but I heard it is a lovely city, because right now there is some water here with some nice houses. I mean, they have a beautiful shopping street as well, so I'll be fine. But I don't really know the city that well, and I'm just hoping, because I have to wait an hour. I brought my book. I'm actually right now in the second book of the Bloodwing Academy series, The Bond That Burns, which there is a video about these books coming up, because I don't know how to feel at the moment. I'm frustrated, I'm intrigued, I'm frustrated, I'm angry. I don't know how to feel about them, but I have my book with me. I always have my book with me. So I am going to have a look if there is maybe like a coffee shop, and just read my book for like an hour or so, and then visit the bookstore, and then after that just go to my nail appointment. So that's the plan. It's actually very lovely here. Oh, but nothing is open yet. There's a bookstore here as well. We're going on an adventure, people. I just saw another bookstore, but it's not the bookstore that I was looking at. That's further in the same street. so we can just have a walk. That's the beautiful thing about Belgium, and actually Europe in general. I don't know where you're watching from. The thing is, our cities are very car unfriendly, but they are very biker and, you know, passenger friendly. We actually don't really need cars to go places. There's a parking spot here. Oh, hallelujah! I'm a lucky bastard! I'm going on an adventure. I will try to keep you updated once, but I don't have my microphones. I have my earbuds. Maybe they work as well to make a video. I don't know. I first will have to go pay my ticket to park here. I think I will be here for a few hours, so let's go. And we're back. Quick recap, I didn't buy any books, but I bought a dress though. I found both bookstores because I passed a bookstore when I actually was driving to the one I actually looked up. I was already planning to just walk back to the first one I passed because it looked like a very interesting one, and then just while I was walking back to my car, just visit the one that I initially looked up and wanted to visit. Now the thing is, I just grabbed an iced coffee, walked through the park, because Mechelen actually is a very, very beautiful city. It has a lot of like small streets, a lot of flowers everywhere. There is the water as well, which makes it cozy, which makes it very, you know, just it gives you this home feeling. It feels safe. Not that I want to live here, because I'm not a city person. I need space, I need forest, I need a big yard where I can just do whatever I want. The least amount of neighbors as possible. I grew up in the countryside of Belgium. My husband actually is from the city, like city center of Antwerp. He's used to living in the city center, so not having a garden, not having a yard, living in an apartment, or in Belgium we say herenhuis, which is actually, it's very expensive to live in the city. There are two different ways of life. So I'm used to the countryside, my husband is used to the city, so we met in the middle. When we got to know each other, we met in the middle, and we went for like a city that borders the city center, but has more green, has more nature. But actually we've been together for almost 10 years now. We both decided that we want to move back to the countryside. So I would never move to a city, but since I was 16, since I was still in high school, I actually on Saturday mornings just took my bike, drove to the station. I had a subscription for the train, so I could use the train whenever, how much I wanted every day. So I just took a train to Antwerp Centraal, which is a central station of Antwerp, to Mechelen, to Ghent. I just went on my own, went to Starbucks or another coffee shop, just sat there, drank my coffee. I was reading or writing, because I used to write a lot as well. When I was younger, I actually really want to pick it up again. So I got this, like, it's a dinosaur now, but I got like an Apple computer laptop from my mom, second hand, because they are expensive. and I just took it with me everywhere. I took my book, and I was sitting in these small cozy coffee shops, just drinking coffee, drinking tea, drinking some homemade iced tea, something, sitting there for like 2 hours, writing, reading, just watching people pass by on my own. And then I just went shopping, or window shopping, or shopping, it depends. Now it's more shopping. When I was younger it would be window shopping, because I was 16 and I just had my allowance and nothing else. So it was like I had a student job, but I was saving up money, so I used to go out on my own a lot. And to be very honest, I really enjoy today to do it again. It's been a while. I went to the bookstores, I found them. The first one was actually very interesting. They were second-hand books. I like second-hand books because I think sometimes, people read their books, but they don't have the need to keep them. Which, you read a book, okay, you finished it. Not every book is a book you want to read again and again and again. So I am all here for second-hand bookstores. I am all here for buying books from Vinted or Facebook Marketplace or whatever, and just giving them a second life. Give someone else the pleasure of reading them as well, and just moving them along. So I actually really liked it. They had only a small section, and this is also what we said in the vlog. They only had a small section of English books, and they also only had a small section of fantasy, romantasy books. I saw some interesting books, but they were series, and because they were second-hand, they didn't have the whole series. So I didn't buy them just because of that. I would prefer to look up the series second-hand in a whole, which you can find on Vinted, for example. You can find series in a whole from people who finish them and just want to give them a second life. So I think I will opt for that. But I got to know some new books, some new series, which really looked very interesting. Yeah, so I will do some research there and have a look on Vinted for those books. And then the second bookstore, I don't know how to feel about it. It was nice. It was like books and books and books and books everywhere, on tables in the middle, on the walls. They had 3 stories. So the second story was actually second-hand books, and then you could go like a small story up. It was a beautiful building. It was a beautiful building with a marble staircase, which I adore. And then on the third story, you could just grab a coffee or a drink and just read there. It was actually a reading area, which was very nice. There were some people reading there, so that was beautiful. But it was chaos. I didn't know where to look and where to search. I love a library setting. I really do. I love books everywhere. I love to really feel like I walked into a fantasy library indeed. How they are in the books I read. Like, books everywhere. They can be a little chaotic. I don't mind that. But there was no divide in which section or what books. There was no indication of what I could find where. I didn't even see English books. I don't know if they had them. And there was like a small section with children books, which I also find very interesting because my daughter actually, surprise, surprise, likes to read as well. She is 7 years old. She learned to read last year in school. So now she is really starting to read books from in the level she is able to read, of course. So, and she also still wants pictures. So that's why I always have a sneak at the children's books as well, because I think if there are like some beautiful books with some beautiful paintings or drawings, I actually am always taking them for her. I'm always buying them. And that was the only clear section I actually found. There were like, okay, fiction, English fiction, Dutch fiction. There were boards who indicated what, but the books underneath there didn't match what the board said. So I didn't really know where to search, what to do, where to look. I was just lost. It was a beautiful building. the setting, the layout of the books was pretty, it was nice, it was cozy, it was like this old dusty library, but it was just chaos. So I didn't buy a book there. I don't even know if they had English fantasy books, to be very honest. And there were a lot of people, older people going in there like, yeah, I want to order a book, or can you look this book up for me? So I think and the woman who worked there, she immediately found them. So she had order in her chaos, but the thing is, I didn't have order in the chaos. You know, it was just chaos for me. But nevertheless, I found the bookstore. It was an experience. On my way back to the car, I actually passed a lot of cute little stores, and I saw this cute little, clothing store, and I just had to go in. And they had sales because it's sale season here in Belgium, and I bought the cutest little dress. It's a long polka dot dress. It gives me cottagecore, and I needed it. It was 50% off, and I was like, this is a deal. I need to buy this dress. I actually have it here. Like, look, it's so cute. I'm wearing it tomorrow. I actually read 2 chapters in my book, which was nice. I sat in the sun. I saw some nice birds. I saw some bees, which I love. Bees are my favorite animals. I really enjoyed today. I think I'm going to do it again next week, but take my daughter with me. If I can give you some advice for today, if you see this video, and I will just leave you with that then, is to just take a day. Take a day for yourself. Work can wait. Everything can wait. It will wait. The only thing that will not wait is your life. Do something that gives you peace and doesn't fill your mind with noise and everything that doesn't matter. Do whatever comes in your mind and let all the other things just come. Let them happen and just go with it. That's my advice for you today. That's what I did today. And it made me so calm. I loved it. And it was even not a full day, it was half a day. So if I can give you some advice, do that. Just take a day. So anyhow, I'm leaving you with this. I'm leaving you with that. I hope you enjoyed whatever this was. This was something completely different from the other videos I post. I think I will do this more often, maybe just vlog a day in my life where I do something that gives me peace. There will always be books involved because I like to read. They are a part of my life. Reading is a big part of my life. So there will always be books involved, but I needed this. I wanted to do this and I was hesitant to do this. But then again, it's my channel and I can do whatever I want here. If you don't like this, it's okay. You don't have to. But I will do this more often, I think. So I hope you like this little vlog. Like and subscribe if you want more of this. Let me know in the comments if you have some ideas that I can do. If you have some advice, how you find peace in your days, what you do to have some quality time with yourself, of course. Just let me know what you do. Some advice, some suggestions. We can help each other. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much. And I hope to see you in the next one. So thank you. Bye bye.